Hey guys, it's Erica, and in today's video I'm going to be doing the newborn must-haves video, since Molly is now above newborn stage, which I'm going by like 0 to 3, 0 to 4 months, that range. So I have like the essentials that I could think of that I used a lot when she was a newborn. And if you hear her, she's sitting right over here in the pack and play. Oh, she is she is so cranky, but I don't know. I also am doing a video for essentials for teething babies. And she can see all of the food here that I have sitting out for that video. So yeah, I will be in the same outfit for that as well. It is an ugly day outside today for the fall season, so I'm just in a Hollister sweatshirt. It's lightweight, but you know. Anyways, if you guys want to see my newborn must-haves, then keep right on watching the video. Alright, so I did write down on a piece of paper my newborn must-haves just in case I forgot anything. I may not have examples of everything here, but I think I got the majority of the things that I used a lot for her. So the first thing that I want to mention for the must-haves are like the things that like obviously like every parent's gonna need, and that like it's just one of those essentials that is obvious. So bottles is a must. I used and I still use the Dr. Brown bottles and the Tommy Tippy bottles. I do prefer Tommy Tippy over Dr. Brown, but they both work just fine for Molly. Diapers, I definitely gravitate towards Pampers and Huggies. I just find that those brands work best for my child, and I personally just like them better. And wipes, I use the Huggies wipes, which I have an example of right here. So I either get the refill packs of wipes and just keep putting them in the same container over and over, or when we're on the go, I like to grab these with like the little lids, you know. And I use the Natural Care. I do not like the one and done. I hate those wipes. I don't think they do a good job. I also like, what is it? Earth's Best isn't bad. I've tried those. And I think I've tried the 7th generation ones, and I'm pretty sure I like those as well. I don't like Pampers. I'm pretty sure I don't like Pampers. But I've tried out different brands. I'm still trying out different brands just to make sure there's not something better, or if there's something cheaper, then I'll go with those. Oh, I don't like the Walmart brand wipes. Don't like them at all. Don't purchase them at all. I know that you guys saw that I purchased some Walmart brand in one of my hauls, but my mom likes them. She uses them. I just personally don't like them, and I just don't want to use them. And the last thing is just clothes. You need clothes. I recommend going to consignment sales. They're everywhere now. Thrift stores. Just be careful what you get there. Hand-me-downs from family, friends, distant relatives. I don't know, but yes. So the things that some parents don't necessarily think of are just some suggestions that I wrote down that I thought were kind of important. Binkies. I have 2 here, and Molly, when she was a newborn, she used the little ma'am ones with the bunny on them. My camera doesn't autofocus, so you can look at it from back here. So she used the ma'am brand, and I don't know what kind they gave her in the hospital, but it wasn't this brand. I can't think of what it was. But she loves the Man brand. She's actually using one of them now. She prefers this brand over any other brand. We've tried Tommy Tippy, Dr. Brown, Avent, Nook. She'll take the Nook, but it's not her favorite. Man is her favorite brand that she pretty much like swears by. And this is the, is this Tommy Tippy or Dr. Brown? Tommy Tippy here. It says right on here. So she uses the Tommy Tippy ones as well. She just doesn't prefer them, but she will use them. So I have a different variety of brands, sizes, colors, shapes, everything. And another thing, if you're gonna give them a binky or a pacifier, whatever you want to call it, get a strap. Please get a strap. This has come in handy so often. She has 3 or 4 of them. I got this one from Giant. It was only like $4. So cute, so affordable, and it holds, oh my gosh, I just, have one if you're going to give your kid a binky, please, or you're going to lose them everywhere. Burp cloths, I think I had an example of them. Here they are. So burp cloths. There are different varieties, different brands. I don't even know. This is from, I think, TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something. My grandma had gotten me these. Just plain ones. It came in a pack of like 4. Very handy in the diaper bag. Burp cloths are an essential when you have a newborn. They throw up all the time. They get spit up all the time. Oh, just have them. This one is a homemade one that a family friend had given me. They just made it like this so that way it's easy to, yeah, if you hear music, Molly just pushed a toy. But see how it like goes over your shoulder really nice, like it has that curve in there. These are really nice if you're gonna burp your baby like on your shoulder. I always burped her up front. But yes, so burp cloths are an essential. I should probably fold that because it has to go back in our bin. And formula or breast milk. Breast milk, self-explanatory. You get breast milk from your boobs, duh. Feed that to your kid. If you use formula, I know if you're on WIC, you get Similac, I think. I was not approved for WIC because I live with my parents. It's a messed up system, whatever. So I tried Similac in the hospital. She could not tolerate it at all. She got gas and bloated, and she, oh my gosh, she was miserable. So my grandma, she was a neonatal nurse, and she recommended the Infamel. So we got just regular old Infamel, and she didn't really tolerate that too much either. She was still really gassy. So we have used since probably she was 4 to 6 weeks old. We used the Infamel Gentle Ease. This one is the non-GMO, which they just came out with. It doesn't really matter which one you get, whether it's non-GMO or not. I don't know that there's any difference, but it's for fussiness, gas, and crying. It seems to work pretty well. She still obviously cried, still had gas, was still fussy, but that's with every baby. I just find that the Infamel Gentle Ease worked the best for her. So if your baby's really like gassy, fussy, can't tolerate the Similac, I highly recommend the Infamel Gentle Ease. And if you're on the go a lot, like we were going to different consignments, doctor's appointments, my doctor's appointments, just different things like that, I recommend getting these 8-ounce bottles, or even the Nursette bottles when they're first born. These come in handy so much. Instead of carrying around like a tub of the formula, well, not a tub, but like, you know, those carry things, this definitely came in handy, and so did the Nursettes. You just pop the top off, put a nipple on there, give it to the kid, set. Let's see, onesies. Obviously it's just a onesie, long sleeve, short sleeve, tank top, whatever season you're in, it doesn't really matter. Swaddle blankets, I don't really have swaddle blankets. She didn't like to be swaddled. We'd swaddle her, you know, with your arms closed, and then you'd see her arms like pop up like this out of the top. So she wasn't into that whole thing. So we don't really have swaddle blankets. What else? Sleepers. I did bring some examples of sleepers that I personally like, and yes, the tag is still on this one, but this is one with buttons, and it's like a heavy fleece one. I don't necessarily like the fleece, but I like the buttons. They're really easy to change at night if they have an accident, or as newborns they wake up every 2 to 3 hours or whatever. I do like the buttons and the feet that are on them. And then this one is a zippered one. Zippers are okay. The buttons are a little easier at night because you can just unbutton the bottom. These you have to unzipper the whole thing. And if it's kind of chilly, you know, they're going to get a little cold. But the ones that I don't recommend, because I recommend those two. The ones that I don't recommend because I personally don't like them are the ones that have no feet. So you see they have no feet? Yeah, so they don't keep socks on. I don't care what people say about their kids keeping socks on. They never keep their socks on. Especially at night. They kick them off, they push them off, they rub them off. Ugh, so frustrating. So I don't really like feet. Actually, I'm pretty sure this one is too small for her. Yeah, 3 months. That was small for her like 2 months ago. But I don't really recommend those because socks, they just, no. Blankets, always have blankets for them. Whether they're the lightweight blankets, heavy blankets, or heavier blankets, just don't put them in there with in the crib with them. You can use them to, when you use blankets, you can use them to swaddle them. Honestly, I don't know where this stopped because my camera stopped recording, but yeah, just don't put blankets in the crib with them. That's a big no-no. But you can swaddle them, wrap it around them when you're holding them or something, you know. Car seat covers. I had a car seat canopy. I loved that thing. I used it a lot more spring, summer, and when it was raining. And in the winter when we brought her home, because obviously she was born in February, so it was like freaking cold, the cozy cover. Yes, mine is Penn State, because we love Penn State. I actually got this at Walmart, so it was like $10 or $20, I want to say. My mom got me this for Christmas, and this was, geez, what am I trying to say? This came in handy so many times, I can't even count. I love this thing so much. I'm saving it for my next kids. Like, I'm hoping to have 2 more kids, but not anytime soon. Anyways, this really came in handy. I loved it, and it was so easy to maneuver. That was if you're going to invest in something for the car seat, I would recommend going with this instead of a car seat canopy. So that's just my opinion. Swings and bouncers. So they now have like the dual swing and bouncer. Personally, she hated the bouncer. Only slept in it maybe like a handful of times. She didn't like sitting in it. And if she was sitting in it, you had to constantly bounce the seat. She loved the swing more than the bouncer. She was in there, she slept, she swung, she watched us. Personally, I say invest in a swing. My mom says invest in a bouncer. My sister donated me her swing and one of her bouncers, so, I mean, it is what it is. A bathtub, make sure you have a bathtub for when they're newborns. But I did find it easier to just sit in the bathtub with her and take a bath, but it's really just personal preference. She was pretty good in the bathtub, so A boppy lounger. This, don't invest in one of those regular, you know, U-shaped boppies that like the kids sit in the center. Don't invest in one of those, okay? I'm telling you right now, what you want to invest in with a boppy is this. Invest in this, okay? That was the best thing that we got her. She laid in this. She slept in this. She did tummy time on this. She did like everything in this. She didn't use the other boppy at all. Even now, she sits in it and is like, nope, and crawls away. She would much rather sit in this boppy lounger than the other boppy. So if you're going to invest in one of them, put the extra money into the lounger than the circular boppy thingy. This was actually at a consignment. See why you should go to consignments. This is normally like, I want to say like $60 or $70 at like Target or Walmart. This was seriously $10 at a consignment. $10. And it might even have been half off, which would have been $5. So seriously, go to consignments if they're around you. The next thing, the second to last thing, I know this has been like a long video because I'm pretty sure it's been long, but I hope that like all the advice that I'm giving you is helpful. But I recommend getting diaper rash cream. So this is the A&D brand. I like this, or I think it's Boudreaux's butt paste, I think is what it's called. I like that stuff too. I just don't like the smell of this A&D. Ugh, no, it like grosses me out. But I don't like the texture of the Boudreaux's butt paste. There's no win. But in all honesty, this does help if they get diaper rash. She didn't really get it, but she'd get kind of red on the outsides of her legs and stuff. And if you are like me and you are, you know, on the chunkier side, this stuff helps with chub rub too. I know that's kind of weird to say, but I'm just trying to be honest. Use it for your kid, use it for yourself, good investment. Do it if you haven't done it already. The last thing is a must, especially if you find out that your kid is very gassy, very, I don't know how to explain it, but she was very gassy. She's still really gassy, depending on what she eats. She just has so many belly issues. So I recommend these gas relief drops. This is the Infant's Mylicon gas relief. In First Healthcare, I guess. I don't know, but I'd gotten this at my shower. But she uses these all the time. I think, I can't see in there, but I think there's like maybe half left. So I definitely recommend getting these. So that's a good investment as well. So that is everything for the newborn must-haves. I really hope that you guys watched this to the end and got some really good advice out of it. I'm not really good at giving advice necessarily, but I think I covered everything that she used for the most part, and things that just try to stay away from certain things. If you're going to invest in one, don't invest in the other, you know, type of thing. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, got some good advice, and are now going to be extra prepared for your newborn who is either here or coming soon. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and hit that red subscribe button somewhere here on your page to see more videos from my fabulous face, and Molly's of course. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!